Welcome, everybody. Talking with Natasha live with the Scarlotta twins.
Woo!
How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Yeah?
Thanks for having us, Natasha.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
And we've got, look, I come to feed my guests.
Yes, you
I've got
do.
some incredible Italian food for you guys from Fresco by Scotto.
Hey.
And have you ever eaten at Rosanna's restaurant before?
Never ate there before, so this is going to be our first time here.
Okay, but you worked construction outside
Yes,
of the
like
restaurant?
2.5, 3 years ago, and I was outside. We were doing like a water main break, and I'm looking, and I'm like, this restaurant looks amazing. And I actually seen Rosanna's sister, and I was like, I got to eat there one day, and here we are.
It's so crazy that you guys started in construction.
Insane.
I mean, how long ago was that?
I started about 6 months before him, 2022. But before that, we were actually on Wall Street for 3 years.
Oh, doing
Yeah.
what?
Cash advances.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're basically the high
collateral.
interest business loans.
No collateral.
It was
or
wild.
Yeah, it was
Unregulated industry.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys have done so many different jobs. At what point do you start to think like I could post on social media? How does that go through your mind?
To be honest, it's like it never like just jumped in our mind. We did Vine like a long time ago when
Vine?
was a thing.
Yeah,
I
remember
miss
Vine?
Vine.
Yeah,
Vine
yeah.
was so fun.
Oh
Like
yeah.
pre-TikTok.
2013,
Yeah.
we were young, and that's what we started. We stopped. Years later went by, and we just kind of did it as a joke, and then stayed consistent, and it started really hitting. So
Yeah.
something else.
And then I feel like when inflation first hit a year or two ago, that's when you really took off viral. Just
yeah.
your rants about
Because
just
we
like,
always ranted as things were expensive as they were, and then when they started getting really, really expensive,
Yeah.
just say it's fuel to the fire.
Right,
Then we
right.
had our accents on top of it.
Right.
And like, yeah, it
I'll
was
never
just
forget.
wild.
It was the car insurance video I did. It was just literally. It was just I was being honest.
Yeah.
And that blew up so nuts, and we ended up doing a digital Fox article. Shout out to Jasmine. I forgot her last name. She was the first one who hit us up, and then it led to the news tour we went on and
Yeah.
everything else. So it's been such a sick ride.
yeah, we've got people also commenting.
Eddie's in here.
What's the oh, that's a good question. What's the perfect breakfast sandwich order?
All right. You ready, Josh? Bacon, egg, and cheese
All right.
on a roll, not a bagel. Because when you have it on a bagel, everything falls apart.
Right. You want the flavor
You
consistent.
need it. You need it.
through.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Well done, bacon.
Well done bacon, possibly runny eggs because you don't want a dry egg.
No.
No one wants a dry egg. And if you're feeling nuts, a fried hash brown.
What about ketchup?
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Okay, salt, pepper, ketchup.
SPK
Yeah.
or hot sauce
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
If you're not a ketchup person.
Ooh, on a roll.
On a roll.
Okay.
The bagel, you take a bite. God forbid, even with a sausage, egg, and cheese, it's sliding out the back. It's
Oh,
not
no.
fun.
Yeah, it's going everywhere.
Then
It's
once
a
you
mess.
have the consistency off, the whole thing's off.
You might as well throw
You
it
gotta
out.
have like a good.
I would never, but you might as well.
What do you love about Staten Island? Because I think that's why you've also taken off, like your accents, everything about Staten Island. What do you love about growing up there?
It's one of the most unique places of all time. The
Yeah.
amount of characters that come from there, including us.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say something. We do have a very good support system,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, coming out of there. So it's a lot to love.
Yeah, your neighbors love you.
They do.
Yeah.
They're forced to watch us a lot.
Well, yeah, because you do a lot of your content on your back porch too.
Yeah, we do it anywhere we can. We'll just record something. But I would say Staten Island's it's a small population, but it has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
It definitely has a lot of underrated
A lot
talent.
of
Yeah.
up and coming people too. A lot of legendary people who came from there already. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Pete Davidson,
Teddy Atlas.
Teddy Atlas, legend. Lot of people. I'm probably forgetting a few, but it's so unique.
Have you ever hung out with Pete Davidson?
I have, but
Yeah.
not with him. I've hung
Yeah.
out in the vicinity
Yeah.
with
Where
him.
where does he live in relation to your neighborhood?
I think Pete's in Brooklyn now. He might be on the
think
North
so.
Shore.
Yeah, I don't know where he's not now.
Okay.
But I think he grew up like 5-10 minutes from us.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I think he was in like I'm not
Great Hills
100% sure,
area?
around Great Hills.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So.
Do you have people like trying to force their way into your Sunday dinners or like want to get invited
it's
over?
a-
Yeah,
Wow,
everyone's
yeah.
like, oh, when are we gonna? We might have to do a raffle at this point. Natasha.
raffle?
We might have to do a raffle.
That's like the thing. I see how much food that you're making. How many people come to your dinners?
So we have a few people.
Like, yeah, 5,
Normally
6
it'll be
total.
just. It's not a lot though. It's not. My dad just is in the business of cooking for everybody,
Right.
just in case they do show up.
Yeah.
And we got leftovers for days. That's
Yeah.
what I could say.
Let's shout out Papa Scarlotta.
Pops.
who's
There he
in
is.
The house.
He's in the
Pops.
We got a dad cam on him right now. What's up, Pops? Good. We're good. We're good. And I mean, he's like the star of the show when you guys are cooking. Like the sauce, the food he makes is incredible.
And it's honestly, it's hard because when we go out to eat, we're disappointed a lot
Right.
because it's hard to keep up with his standard. Like, he's amazing.
He's so good.
And he cooks with so much love that's
Yeah.
the difference maker, I think.
Yeah. No, I think you feel that passion, you feel that love. Like
Yeah.
dad's cooking, mom's cooking. There's nothing like that.
nothing.
Yeah.
And another thing about the Italian American household, it's so funny because every single person whose mother, father, grandparents cook, they'll swear that those are the best meatballs, those are the best cutlets. So it's
everyone's
according-
biased a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. But there's nothing like waking up on a Sunday and smelling that sauce.
Oh my God.
It's the best feeling. It's like,
Okay, you guys want to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you think?
yeah, honestly, we
What's
should.
the plan of attack here? What are we gonna do?
Man, so you got the focaccia. There's a
Yeah.
little antipasto.
do we start with the ante and the
Order
I
rice
know
balls?
you've been looking
I've
at
been looking
that.
at the ante.
That's
I've been
what we want.
eyeballing
Yeah.
that. Mean mugging.
And we
Okay,
do a little
let's
ante
do
rice
it.
balls, and then we start entreeing it.
Okay.
And we work our way
That's
to
a
the
good plan.
entrees.
That's a good plan.
Let's do that. How should we put it on
How
our?
do we go about this?
Yeah.
And
On
I gotta
our
go ladies
plates?
first, Natasha.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We'll follow
Get in
your
there,
lead.
Get in there.
Okay.
Someone just said, "Do you guys still keep in contact with anyone from the circle?"
Oh, you're going to
Yes.
a wedding
Yes.
in Houston. So talk
Yep.
about that.
So on Friday, Darian and Jadesha from our season 7, are tying the knot. They get married. We're flying out. Their wedding's on Saturday. We're so excited to be there.
That's so crazy that they met on the circle and now they're getting married.
They literally
Right?
fell in love in the circle and literally going to be married.
It was love at first sight, though. We all said, we're like, oh, they're tying
Oh,
the
so
knot.
when they did everyone sees each other for the first time, that's when you could see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Darian was hyped when he seen Jadesha.
Oh,
It was
man, I
great.
knew it.
They're
And I
great.
love
They're
them.
great people.
Yeah.
They're the best.
You know, and they said, do you keep in contact? Yes, we still do. We've been busy.
Oh, thank
Maybe
you.
we should have kept in a little better contact over the last few weeks, but
Yeah.
we do.
I
We love
texted
them all.
I said we were real busy, but we can't wait to party it up. I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
Newark allows us to get to Texas, that would be real nice.
Yeah, because the freeway apparently Newark's not looking too hot right now.
Yeah.
That was Little Fig Jam.
It was Fig Jam.
It's so
There is a
good.
little Fig Jam.
I
in there.
love Fig Jam. It's so good. So you're flying through Newark. That's
Yes.
but we got to change that flight. United, we got to change it. And you go into Texas. Are you gonna get cowboy boots? What do you think?
To be honest, I never wore cowboy boots or a cowboy hat in my life, but I won't rule it out.
Yeah.
I will do it for the cause.
Maybe
You know
get
what I
like a
mean?
Stetson,
think I
get
could-
some,
could pull
get
it
some.
off.
You could pull it off. You do the boots that are underneath your suit pants,
Yes.
like that. And I think get some nice ostrich leather, maybe.
Ostrich leather? That's real?
Yeah, that's a thing.
How about the
yeah.
pythons? Do they do like rattlesnake boots? and
I'm
stuff
sure
like
that
that?
it's Texas. You could probably get it in anything. Yeah. Someone's asking, have y'all ever
that's hot,
considered?
super hot. Wow.
It's hot?
I wasn't expecting that. Delicious. Go ahead. Sorry.
Have you ever considered doing stand up?
I actually did about. Oh, wow. Sweat.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
did
which one
about-
is that so I can avoid it?
It's
This?
it's like the red
Okay.
one.
red-
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
red.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I did about 8 to 10 stand-up sets. It's been a while, maybe over 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. It's just right now, I'll be honest with you, stand-ups are grind. You can't cheat it. And that's something you got to put the reps in. I got my goals and focus on other things right now, but I wouldn't rule it out again. Maybe
We
one
always
day.
said down the line, because we've never seen two people do it at once. Imagine two twins on the stage at the same time doing stand up. That could be a cool aspect. But right now we have a few things on our plate we want to do before attacking stand up.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
wait. Let's talk about that. You've got some projects.
Got a couple.
You're writing a screenplay.
That we are.
Yes.
Okay.
we
Tell
are.
me, what is it about?
So get the picture in there. It's really like a Italian mob comedy. To put it bluntly, it's so deep, but it's like an Italian mob comedy version of The Parent Trap.
Oh.
Because obviously we're twins and we're gonna play into
Right.
that. Who wouldn't? And it's gonna be filled with cameos. Oh my god! I
Yeah,
could
but we
talk
really
about
can't
it.
say too much about it yet.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so I
that's
guess the premise,
vague-
we know Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan
course.
is the two twins don't know that they're twins, that
Yep.
their other twin exists in the world, and
Yeah.
somehow in the plot, you're gonna find that through an Italian
Oh,
mob.
we shall see.
We shall see.
And we have obviously as good of a cook as our father is.
Yes.
We're finally giving the people what they want. It's still in the works, in early development, but a cooking show with my father.
Oh my god.
Yeah, cooking
So
with Pops.
exciting.
Cooking with Pops.
Yes.
There he goes. We're working on a name, so feel free to send in suggestions.
yeah.
Yep.
And we've been dying to launch that. He's so talented, so it's about time you guys see how to cook like him. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
And are there any secrets in his cooking that you've learned that you're like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
Tell
and
me.
they will remain secret.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. I'll be honest with you.
I would just say a secret. It's not really a secret. It's just you gotta really you gotta have the passion and the
Yeah.
patience to really sit there and do it. Day after day, and you gotta love it.
Yeah,
It's
an art.
and you can't burn the sauce.
You can't burn the sauce.
Can't burn the sauce or the
No.
cutlets,
You
even though
can't.
the cutlets are thin and crispy.
Cutlets. His cutlets look so good. They're just
basically see
cooked
through
to
them.
perfection.
I could eat a chicken cutlet every day until the day I die if I had the option.
How do you guys stay fit and skinny given
great question.
how your dad is cooking?
Yeah.
You got 5 people showing up to dinner.
Ah.
You're eating leftovers at 2 in the morning.
We been working out every day consistently for years now, so
Okay.
thank God we've been doing that.
Yeah.
And we try to limit because my father won't cook. He doesn't cook heavy every single day, and then when he does cook, he doesn't use heavy ingredients. It's just
Okay.
a big quantity of food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when we're not eating as big, throughout those days, the days we're kind of calming it down. We're not going too crazy, and we make sure we work out, drink a lot of water, stuff like that.
I think that's a secret is when you use good oils and
Yes.
healthy and that helps with the food not being too heavy.
Like we've never been to.
That's ASMR.
That is
right there.
That's the ASMR trend.
Chewing prosciutto.
Like we've never been to Italy yet or Europe, but we hear people who go, they'll eat as much.
We haven't been to Italy yet?
No, not yet.
That's a bucket list?
Yeah, we've been meaning to go actually.
Yeah.
We'll see about this year, but we want to go as soon as possible. And long story short, people say when they go, they'll eat 4 meals a day and they're walking and they eat so much, but they lose weight. It's because they don't put a lot of preservatives and stuff in their food. It's like simple, natural ingredients.
We actually were talking to someone whose husband's Irish. She's like, in Ireland, there's no preservatives, so like you can't have leftovers the next day because the food goes bad.
It'll go bad.
Yeah, she's and that's why
crazy.
they don't have a lot of cancers and things like that. That's a speculation.
The
so.
diseases.
And also, I'm sure the quantities make more sense too then, because you're gonna have to eat what you can.
Have you been to Italy before?
I've been to Italy before, and I'll say like the pasta is so light, it's insane.
You ever have a white clam sauce out there?
I can't remember, but that's on my list of things if I ever go back, what I want to have. But you're so right. Like the gelato, the pasta, the sauce, everything is so light and it doesn't feel heavy at all. And then you're walking everywhere too, which you do here in New York as well. True. But like I feel like you're just, you're not.
Everyone's not as stressed as in New York either.
No.
There's a simple way of life.
You're
out
so
there.
stressed out here in New York.
Oh man.
Okay, what's the most New York thing about you?
Ooh. Wow. That's a good question.
Oh, great. I'd say the accent speaks for itself, even though we sometimes don't think we have one.
Yeah.
A lot of the style.
I would say like maybe just being so like not realizing how fast paced our mind is until like we leave here and realizing how slow paced everything is outside of New York.
You're like, pick up the pace. Come
Literally,
on.
and sometimes I'm like I guess that's just the New York in me. Like I'm just so used to like a rapid pace and everything.
Yeah, like what's an example? Like if you.
So if I'm out in like say Florida or down south and like you're at a restaurant.
Yep.
Everything just tends to move so much slower.
Right.
In terms of the food coming out to the waiter, staff, to everything.
Yeah.
It's just how they are. They're not as in a rush. Everyone's taking their time. They're enjoying more than we are out here. So
Right.
You gotta call it for what it is sometimes,
And they say hi to you.
Oh,
Yes,
that's a great
they do
one.
say hi
So
to
there
you.
we go. I didn't think of that. When you're in New York, it's like if someone walking past the street says hi to you, you're like, what's that guy's problem? When you go elsewhere, everyone seems to do it way more often. So
Yeah, someone is like, they'll say hi, and they'll say, how are you? And I'm like, who's asking?
What's your
Why do
problem,
you
buddy?
care? Why are you
Who are you?
asking me? Well, why do you want to know?
And you know what, too? What I realized? Outside of New York, people barely use their horns in the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you could literally walk outside in 2 seconds, you hear 10 horns. Everywhere else, like we were in Florida the last time a year ago, someone used his horn because he really, really had to. It was like it felt like he didn't want to do anything, but
like,
he had no other
barely
option, so he had to
touching
use the
it.
horn. Yeah,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, here it's like they'll use a horn at a red light just to remind you that the red light's going to change
Literally.
to green at some point.
and when it does turn green, 0.2 seconds
Point
later,
two.
you're getting the whole
And
horn.
it's like, come on, really, guys? But that's so New York.
It is. It's
Yeah.
one place it's the greatest city in the world. I'll stand on that forever. There's nothing like it, and
Someone goes, Florida moves so slow.
Bacon and eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about them?
Yeah. Bacon and no, that's the name of the person.
Oh.
Bacon and eggs. Hey, Florida moves so slow.
In Italy, it's all freshly grown ingredients. It tastes so fresh and light.
Yeah,
it's true.
that's it.
I heard the seafood too. Oh, the seafood's
so
probably
good.
insane. Right out the Amalfi Coast.
You got to take your dad to Italy, do a whole trip.
That'd be
yeah.
insane. We gotta go, Pops.
Yeah.
Because he's never been. We have to go.
Do it for it. You got to do it for like show research, cooking
yeah.
show research.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Get some ingredients from there.
You have a bowl over there.
Yeah.
What part of Italy is your family from?
So we're Sicilian. He did the ancestry recently.
No way. Cool.
Yeah, Sicilian, Napolitan, right?
Yeah, Genoese and Calabrese.
Calabrese, right? Four.
Yeah.
We're four. A lot of
Yeah.
people are one or two. We're four. We're like a little bit of a mixture.
And it's crazy the difference between like northern and southern Italy.
Yeah, tell me. What is the difference?
I don't really know too much. I've never been there.
Apparently, dialects are crazy.
But
The
it's
dialects?
like, it's like so apparently the northern Italians look down on the southern Italians in Sicily. Because
interesting.
it's like there's like a weird beef between Naples and Sicily apparently.
Okay.
Because it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
such two different cultures. One of them's considered proper, the other's considered, that's what I read. I don't know from first-hand
interesting.
experience though.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently, the cooking styles are different too. Like in all parts of Italy, the style they cook with complete different style in every different.
Are
part.
you from the north or the south?
A little bit of both because we're
Geography was never my strong suit.
from Naples, I think, is in the north, and we're part Napolitan, and then we're part Sicilian, which is in the
Sicilian's
south.
the boot.
Yeah.
The Sicilian's
Yeah.
Sicilian's to the low.
Yep, yep.
And then Calabria and Genoa, I'm not too sure where they are, but maybe they're in the
You
middle.
guys are a mix of the whole
Yeah.
country.
Italy, yeah.
it's so
Something
good.
else.
we're talking about New York. Talk about Boston. You know, right now the Knicks are in Boston.
Game one.
Game one was handled. We hope they bring the same energy for game two.
We hope.
We
Do you
need
think
that.
this is the year for the Knicks?
I hope so. I mean, they traded so much. They did so much to get this team. I mean, what are they? 5 first-rounders for Bridges.
Yeah,
And they traded
then
for
they got,
Towns.
Then they got Towns, and the city of New York needs the Knicks to win. They
Yes.
haven't won since
we
1971.
need a championship in the city.
Right. We didn't
Yeah.
have anything during hockey, like
The Yankees,
football.
I didn't even want to talk about last year with the World Series.
that was
Gave
so
me so
hard.
many more gray hairs.
So
the
heartbreaking.
Yankees. Oh my God, that was hard. That was
And
really tough.
I know a lot of people who went to Game 5 and spent like good money on the ticket just to see the meltdown in person. They were up like 6-0 in the second inning, then they wound up losing. It was,
Yeah, I just say they got too confident.
It was
in
bad.
ways.
Yeah, it was. And the Dodgers have everybody. Like they have
know.
Ohtani, Freeman. It's a crazy team.
Yeah.
You know?
When was the last time?
Oh, Calabria is the boot.
Calabria is the boot.
Really?
You gotta fact check this
Yeah, I
guy.
thought Sicily was the boot.
Yeah, Nicholas,
I
we're
mean,
gonna have to fact check you, my friend.
Nicholas
geography not
Bocci.
my strong suit
No,
either.
no,
but
never was.
tell me about the Boston New York rivalry, because you've got your friends Prosciutto Poppy, John.
Yeah, Chad and then Tommy.
Tommy. How did you link up with them, and how did you decide that you wanted to do? Because that's good content.
It's you know what it is. Boston New York rivalry's been around so long, and we met with Tommy. We followed each other on TikTok, went back and forth. They came to New York. We met them, realized they were great guys.
Yeah.
Planned that Boston trip, and it was almost inevitable. Like that content is going nowhere. It's been around. It's gonna stay around. New York versus Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. You got the Yankees, the Red Sox,
Yep.
which is a tale as old as time, and then you got the Giants and the Patriots, and they're gonna say, "Oh, Brady 7 rings," but like, who's the only person he lost to twice? Eli Manning and the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to say on that subject.
And then you tie in the Knicks and the Celtics, which has been a building rivalry. Especially they bounced us last year.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Their sandwich orders, their
Sandwich
coffee orders.
Yeah,
their
so
pizza.
out there in Boston, we call it a hero, right? And they
Yeah.
call it like a spucky.
Yeah.
Spucky?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I still don't know.
Sub.
A
sub,
I
yeah.
can't say that. Sub or a hoagie.
A hoagie's no good. A hoagie's like
Oh,
Jersey,
Jersey.
right? That's
Yeah,
like
Jersey
Jersey.
Yeah,
loves
yeah,
that. What else do? They do a lot of iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
Compared to us who do the hot.
Oh,
yeah.
something they don't do is when they get their bacon, egg, and cheeses, they don't put salt, pepper, ketchup on it. It's like
That's
that's like
very
a
true.
frowned
They
upon thing,
just
man.
eat it like
Dry, yeah.
Dry and
Yeah, it's
bland.
diabolical. I don't
Yeah.
know. What else? They did something
Trash.
else. They did something else. I forget. Oh, their roast beef.
Yeah.
They do. You know how like roast beef it was like with gravy more or less over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
They do roast beef with like mayo
Barbecue
and
sauce
barbecue
and mayo.
sauce.
And it was actually really good,
good.
though, when we
Oh,
went.
it's
It's called
good.
a beef.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
buddy, you want a beef 3-way?
Yeah,
I'm like,
what
what
did
you
you
just
just
talk?
What did you say to me?
But it's really good. I can't lie.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Boston thinks they're like that they can be like rivaling New York, and I don't see it. I don't think it's like at the same level.
I don't think so either.
You know?
I mean, it's just it's just, as great as a city as Boston is, it's just like New York's the ultimate like Mecca.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Boston has like all fairness to them, they have so much going on, and the city of Boston shows us so much love.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like we were saying before, we were on the Patriots field and the
Gillette Stadium.
Gillette
Gillette.
Stadium,
Yeah.
and the Celtics home court before the Knicks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well,
shout
what
out
did
to
you think
Boston.
about Gillette? Because it's down in Foxborough,
Yeah.
way outside of the city.
It is far,
Yeah.
but compared to being from like New York and having to travel 2
yeah.
hours to get to a Yankee game,
Yeah.
an hour and a half to get to MetLife,
That's
I'll take the
right.
30, 40 minutes,
Right.
you know, because it's still not as bad as the hour and a half.
And
You know?
it was great. The field was nice.
Yeah, the field was
Yeah.
really cool.
Food was good. The suite we stood in was really nice. We went with one of the players at the time's brother, and it was great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matt Judon and Marcus Judon.
Yes, the guys right there.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I mean, you ever think that like social media would get you this level of
No.
fame and the things
Honestly, it's
You know what's weird, Natasha? We've always we were actually talking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
As kids, we've always seen ourselves on some type of stage or some type of big screen.
Yeah.
We never knew what it would be. We always had like a fascination, whether it was with movies or like the film industry,
even music at one
and
point.
music. Yeah. So it's like now it's kind of like a full circle moment, but at the same time, it feels so surreal because like certain things we're doing, we're like, is this real? Like,
right?
it's
Because you're
nuts.
authentically like being yourself.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just to see the opportunities it brings, and then the people we've met. Like we've met idols of ours multiple times, and just some of them are so in tune with us now. It's like, who would have thought? Who the
So
hell would have
surreal.
thought?
It's
You know?
awesome. From like going from construction to
Oh,
this level to where you've built up a social media empire
Mm-hmm.
and went and won The Circle on Netflix.
Yeah,
that was
cool.
cool. That's pretty cool.
You know,
A
did
lot
you
of fun.
audition for that? How did that
did.
come to be?
So we auditioned for that in what, May or June
Yeah,
of
like
23?
a few months before we wound up doing
And
it.
this is when we were still in the union, and we
Yeah.
had this like gut feeling. We were like, if we get the circle,
Yeah.
we gotta like go balls to the wall with the social
Right.
media stuff.
Yeah.
And-
That's a big deal.
Could be a once in a
Oh,
lifetime opportunity.
Right.
You know?
And
Right.
we eventually did, and then coming from there, it just opened so many doors for us.
Yeah, because it was a great job. We just
Yeah.
got it at the wrong time in our life, unfortunately, when we found this social media thing, and it started leading to so many opportunities. And
When you were working the job.
when we were working the construction
Construction
job,
job,
and
yeah.
it was hard because we were on tough schedules and different schedules. We would have to plan like an off day in advance. We would have to squeeze in content or
I
do our
see.
own thing for a few
Yeah.
We had
weeks.
to decline a lot of opportunities because we couldn't do them together. You know, and it got to the point where like we eventually had like a financial month that was better than we would have at the job at even
Wow.
top pay, and we were like, you know what, maybe it's time to.
Kind of what we
Do this
we
full
needed.
time.
Yeah.
And we were ready to get one foot in and out because as great as the job as it is, we knew what we were meant to do, like, things in life that wasn't construction. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So the fact that we did this and now we're doing it full time, almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Are there days you ever wake up and you're like, I just don't have it in me? Like,
Oh, for
all the
sure.
time,
Post
yeah,
something.
all the time.
you've
And-
given so much of yourself to the world.
Yeah, at times you feel burnt out or
Yeah.
you feel like, but at the same time, then you remind yourself what we used to do for work in certain areas. Like we got our first job at 11 years old for $5 an hour, sweeping hair at the barbershop.
Wow.
And then it's like a bad day is I might not feel like it, but I got to post a video and then do this. It's like, it's not too bad of a day, is it?
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like what's 10 minutes of locking in to write something compared to fixing a water main in Harlem right now.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like.
When you sit down and write something, like, so do you keep a notebook where you're writing down
I
ideas?
gotta be honest with you,
How does
like
that work?
a lot of our skits
Yeah,
are not written down. A lot of them are just
Really?
one
Top of our
takes,
heads.
like literally one
Really?
take. A lot of them are, and then honestly, we find when we do write it, it's like, wow, this came out great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking that extra step and really sitting there and like watching
flush
everything.
it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
But we're really,
You know?
we've always had that strong suit. One of our strengths has always been to write, and we used to write music. We used to do a lot of things with writing, and now we're bringing it back for the screenplay and a lot of other things. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yes.
gotta be really fun. You kind of build that skill set of writing, especially with the screenplay.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to write a script, and
Yeah.
that's super interesting.
And it's like
Yeah.
basically it's like it's a new avenue we never really stepped in. So it's
Yeah.
like we're learning from scratch.
Scarlotta twins going Hollywood.
Yeah, you never
Drake and
know.
Josh, you never know.
Right, Drake and Josh.
And it's great writing because it's also therapeutic writing could be.
Yeah.
You know, and it's awesome.
Yeah. We should eat more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you think? These
I think
are-
we got to dive into those rice balls now.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
might have
These
to.
look so good. What's your favorite? Like, if you were deserted on an island, God forbid, right? And you could only get one piece of food, what
one
would it
meal?
be? Yeah.
I'm thinking it's either between like a steak and a pasta. for
Okay.
me.
I could also like whack down a chicken palm every day of my life.
Every day and not get
Yeah,
tired of
yeah,
it.
honest. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the pasta though, I love pasta. Like, it's,
Yeah.
like, my favorite. I love steak.
Yeah.
I'm not a picky eater. That's one thing about us. We're not picky. We'll eat anything, but in terms of one dish, that's tough.
I know one dish
One
for the
dish
rest.
like forever.
Forever.
I mean, I'll be lying if I say I can't eat pizza every day.
Pizza?
It's out of control.
You can eat pizza every day. Yeah.
It's bad.
How about you?
What's your
Natasha?
order?
Well, it depends. I mean, Staten Island's got actually amazing pizza. So does New York, but I go to Least Tavern a lot. It's a more of a bar pie style. Their white clam pie is like the greatest ever. Then you can do a little upside down, a little grandma, a little Sicilian. I do it all. I don't.
White
discriminate.
clam pie is so good.
So good. So
really good.
So
Yeah.
good. I don't think I've had a white clam pie in the city yet in Manhattan.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Gotta
Yeah.
try that.
It's a good rice bowl. Whatever that sauce is too with
It's
it.
really good. Yeah.
Let's see what it's about.
Yeah. I think for me would have to be I do love pizza, but
right?
but like I also love sushi,
Sushi's
Nice.
really good.
and I feel like I couldn't get tired of sushi. Like I could eat sushi a ton.
We've been doing so I like sushi. I just recently started eating the sashimi because it took a while for me to get into that. And now we've been on like a tuna tartar kick. Like everywhere we go, we go to
Ooh,
tuna
okay.
tartars. They're really good.
Tuna tartar. They have steak tartar. That's
Steak
good
tartar.
too.
We had like some type of
carpaccio.
carpaccio the
Yes,
other day.
really
I didn't know how to
good.
eat it. I was like confused.
I know,
was
it's kinda
like,
fancy,
you know?
right? It's
Yeah. I was like, how do we eat this thing? But it
Yeah.
was really good. Yeah, sushi's really good too.
so good.
What's your favorite roll?
I like eel avocado.
Ooh,
What do you
never
feel
had
about
that.
eel? Do you like eel?
I never had eel.
Yeah, eel's really good. I like
Really?
it. I like the eel sauce. I'll always go for an eel avocado, but I also like shrimp tempura rolls.
Oh, I love the
too.
shrimp
Tempura is really
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we've been doing a lot of spicy Connie rolls lately.
Ooh, okay.
Philadelphia
You like
with the cream
with the
cheese.
cream cheese? That's so good.
But we went to this restaurant. What was that? It's Gabriella's, the steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
The raw bar. Like now, raw bars we were never big with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think as you get older too, your like taste buds change. You start liking things you didn't like. At least
Yeah,
for
a
me.
little bit more refined, maybe. Things
Oh,
you
man.
try.
Been going crazy with the raw bars.
Yeah.
Tartar. I'm thinking
They had
about
some
it
type
right
of
now.
like surf and turf roll.
Ooh.
It was like a Wagyu beef, and they put like a lobster over it. and
They
had
take
rolls.
like a torch to like
They
the
torch to
Wagyu.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they
god.
put like a little
Seared.
caviar on top.
So
We went to
good.
Zuma. You ever hear of Zuma?
It sounds familiar.
There's-
Where's
there's-
that
They're
at?
all over.
I think we were on like 30
to the one over
something.
here.
Or like 40th Street, and it was really good.
Yeah.
They did that like a torch
Yeah,
salmon roll.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
They've
give me
got
that.
the Bondi across the street here at Fox. It's really good. They do like a seared Wagyu type roll. It's so good. It's just.
What about?
just
Are
adds
you
to
big
it.
with steaks by any chance? Steak.
I do like steaks. Yeah.
There's a
I
lot
like-
of. I mean, over here.
There's
you
a
know.
lot here. Obviously, when I go to Texas, the steaks there are just so good too.
Texas
Yeah.
barbecue is probably.
Oh my God, Texas barbecue. I've had a really hard time finding a good barbecue place here in New York.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
hometown in Red
Brooklyn
Hook.
and Red Hook, Brooklyn, hometown barbecue.
Hometown barbecue.
Yeah,
really good.
Oh my god. Let us know. We'll
We'll
the
do another
orders.
one of these.
You
We'll
with
bring the
hometown?
hometown
Yeah.
barbecue. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
Someone asked, is Nicky single?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I think they retracted the message.
There it goes.
I am whoever you are.
Texas is good for two things: barbecue and giving us Jalen Brunson.
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because he was in
okay.
Dallas.
He was.
He was on the Mavericks.
Oh, really?
He was on the Mavericks for a few years, and then he started going off. And then the year before he got really good, he signed to the Knicks. Is Nicky single? Oh, she didn't retract it.
She
But she
asked
doubled
again.
down.
Yeah.
Doubled down on it.
She wants to know.
L.A. barbecue. Honestly,
L.A. barbecue. Where's
I don't
that
know
at?
how to feel. about
Los
that.
Angeles?
L.A. Like in Los Angeles. Yeah. I
I
don't
would
know.
try that.
When we went to LA, I don't really know. The food was good, but I don't really know what they're known for out there. And like, what's
wanna try, like,
California?
the
I think
tacos.
Mexican food.
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
food.
Like their
Okay.
tacos,
Certain taco spots were
like
cool, yeah.
out in like San Diego, the tacos are really good. Los Angeles, I've had like really good Mexican food there too. But
I love Spanish
when
food.
like West Coast, East Coast, like I don't understand West Coast.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, have you spent some time on the West Coast? I mean, you talk about like a slow lifestyle and like
So we've
different.
only been to the West Coast we went to California for the rap party for the Circle in October, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
went to the West Coast like 2.5 years ago. I went to Seattle when I did the Mariners video for them, and
Mariners.
the Mariners, yeah. And I'll tell you what, from Seattle, I guess they get their fish from wherever, like up by Alaska or whatever oceans over there. I don't really know the geography once again. And I would go to it was called the Pike Street Market. I would walk down there every day and get like a fresh either shrimp cocktail, stone crab cocktail, anything.
Ooh.
The seafood was so fresh. On the West Coast. It was insane. I was getting like salmon BLTs. It was amazing.
Oh, that
the
sounds
sushi out
good.
there,
I've
the
never
sushi
had
out
that
there was
before.
insane.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really sick. And then
Yeah.
when we went to California, we were just so busy. We were only there for a few days. I didn't really
Yeah.
get to taste the food, but I would love to taste the taco spots out there.
Where were they filming The Circle?
We filmed that in Atlanta.
In
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Atlanta,
Okay.
Georgia, yeah,
Okay.
That was our first time in Atlanta too.
Yeah, that had to be crazy keeping that a secret. Because
Yeah. The craziest part about it was obviously us doing it, but we knew we won. And everybody was asking us the
Yeah.
same. You had to know if you won or not, and we were like, no, honestly, I think they do it live. Like,
we
Oh,
were
wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
you were
we would
messing with
we
them?
would like messing around like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
this year they did it differently. We won't know until it airs on TV. Like,
Yeah.
but we record.
We were
obviously,
NDA'd out the ass, obviously.
Yeah,
you know?
of
So it's
course.
like,
Yeah. But you guys, like, you catfished everyone.
Yeah.
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 It's Gianna. Yeah.
It was wild how we did it. We did a good job, like a better job than I think we both thought we would.
Playing
be.
a female.
Like,
Yeah. That's and then they used what was the tool that they used that was like different?
Oh, the disruptor.
Yeah, the
That saved us.
disruptor.
That saved
We would've
us.
been
already.
bounced
I
night one.
know, because
Yeah.
when I was watching you guys, I was like, oh no. And then the disruptor, I'm like, that was like God sent to win the whole season.
That was insane because it was
Yeah.
never done before. And then they're telling you it's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
Then on night one, we're rated last, and we're like, what's the easiest thing to someone to block? The person who's rated last, right?
Right.
They don't know anybody yet.
Yeah.
So, like, we got to try to save ourselves, I guess.
There's-
And it worked.
So much strategy that you have to play with these kinds of games too.
crazy.
It's all
Yeah.
about social media and
I'll tell you what, though, Natasha, it's about strategy, but we also knew if our strategy wasn't worked or we had to like do a 360 and do something else, we weren't sticking to our guns too much, where we would get stuck in a certain situation and not be able to like change what was in our minds. You know, you have to be flexible.
Right?
Exactly, you have to be
Flexible.
flexible.
And you need to improvise. Like a lot of the people, I believe, they all played a great game.
Yeah.
But some people stuck too much to that strategy, and it cost them in terms of winning because they didn't know how to improvise as well.
You got to be able to go with the flow.
Gotta be able to change it if need be.
Yeah. What was it like? How long were you guys stuck in an apartment?
Like what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks. We were down there total. We
3
were
weeks.
in the apartments filming for 2. So
Did you get sick of each other?
I mean, there were days we were freaking going nuts. To be completely honest. Like, oh my god.
Because you can't have your phone, right?
No contact with the outside
For
world.
3 weeks.
We were like
no TV.
We were reading book. We must have read 5 books each. We've never done that in our lives. Because the only way to go to bed was like you had like a nightstand with a lamp, and there was no lights, so you had a book and like a nightstand and a lamp, and it felt like you were in the 1800s. But it was
Take
helping
a
us
melatonin,
sleep.
go right to bed.
What books did you guys read?
We read 2 David Goggins books.
Okay.
Which helped us lock in.
Yeah, lock in.
Tremendously.
We read. What was the book about that guy with the CIA? The scam artist. Chasing Phil. And we read. I read a book. I think you might have read it too, about George Washington's secret spying that helped win the American Revolution,
what a range.
which was crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a weird range of books.
Wow.
It was a weird
Just
range
doing
of
like
books.
push-ups. Oh, it's just a crazy time. Playing
pass the
darts.
Yeah, trying not to go nuts.
Yeah.
Chess.
Would you do another reality show like that again?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would definitely think we have a good chance.
People always go, I'll go on Big Brother and stuff, but the thing about Big Brother is it's like 3 months. I don't know if I could do 3 months.
That's a long time.
That's a while.
You know what I just
it's a
watched? I
chunk.
just started Battle Camp. It's new.
Oh.
A few people from the circle.
How
on
was
this.
it? I didn't watch it.
It's pretty good.
Is it
I
on
think
Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
I think me and him would be really good. It's only one winner though. So we'd have to like go again. I mean, we'd split it either way.
Yeah,
it's
it's like if
But
you go, I go.
me and Nikki, I think we're pretty athletic. I think
Yeah.
we do great on Battle Camp.
Oh, it's like athlete stuff?
Yeah, it's like physical challenges.
Oh, because Taylor Lewan was on it.
Yeah, he's a host.
Oh.
Yeah, he's hosted.
Yeah, like those like the ninja show.
Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, where you got to do like crazy
that's-
athletic obstacle course.
Yeah, that's so tough.
Kinds of
It's so
things.
tough to do.
My God, and
You gotta be
like
strong.
someone asks, what's the best part about being a twin? That's a good one.
Yeah, 26 years to answer that.
Having,
question.
I don't know. I guess like having like,
You do got like a best friend for everything.
yeah.
You know, you just do a lot of things together.
Yeah, you
That's
know.
so nice.
Similar interests with everything.
Yeah, you know, and it's like having a twin. I would say is I don't know because we're our only siblings, but I feel like it's the closest sibling relationship you could get compared to just having like an older brother or an older sister.
Right.
You know, we have the same interests. We came out of the womb together.
1 minute earlier though. You're 1
Yeah,
minute
1
older.
minute.
Haven't heard the end of that one in 26 years. Just kidding.
And that's one of the most common questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, do you get like twin, what is it called? Telepathy?
Telepathy.
Telepathy, where like, you know, you're thinking the same thing the other one's thinking.
I say it all the time. We don't have it in like the way people think, like, oh, I touch his shoulder, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
But it's like an understanding in like the universe.
Yeah, it's like a weird twin thing that like I feel like only twins will really get. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we could kind of sense in a sense when one of us is off a little bit.
Yeah.
And it helps
Just a
us
little-
because we got like that weird language, and that'll help us like in any challenges we face. You know, we could overcome it because we got
Yeah.
that little thing going on.
That's good. You know, I think we should do the pasta.
Oh, we gotta do
what
the
do you
pasta.
think? We
I
gotta do
think
the
so.
pasta.
Most definitely.
100%.
Yeah. What kind of pasta do you guys usually like request Dad to make?
Oof.
I mean,
Honestly, whatever
anything
he's
that Pops
feeling.
be doing is
Yeah.
usually hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't question the master.
And I mean, are you guys cooking too, or is it mostly Dad?
No, it's mostly
It's
him.
mostly.
Okay. Yeah.
But for the cooking show,
Yeah.
we plan on getting a lot more involved. You know, to say
Okay.
the least.
Yeah. Oh,
Look
you
at
are.
him, he's over there like, yeah, okay.
He's over there sweating. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Is he like when?
I don't know.
We shall see. We don't
Yeah.
cook enough.
Yeah.
What happened to the steak in the circle?
Come on, Pops. It didn't even make the final cut.
It was a tomahawk, Dad.
What'd
know
you
how
guys?
tough
Wait,
they
what'd
are.
you guys do with it? You
Butchered
burned
it.
it?
We butchered this tomahawk
my
like
God.
real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. And it got to the point like it was
Yeah.
it was utterly embarrassing.
They cut it out of the show.
I think
They didn't use the end when we undercooked the thing.
yeah, no. But it was.
But Dad knew the truth.
I told him, and I was
Yeah.
like, Pops, if that would have aired, you would have been extremely disappointed.
That's so embarrassing.
You know what it
for
was
your
though with a
dad.
tomahawk steak? It's like yeah, it was bad. But it's like a thick steak, so it's like if you never cooked it
Natasha,
before.
I was gonna say,
it
you do the
burnt on-
twirl? Do you know how to do the twirl?
Yeah, tell me. Is it like are you doing it in
do
the
it into
spoon?
you gotta do it in the spoon.
Okay, you got to do it in the spoon.
And you get way more twirl with that.
Yeah.
I'm
oh,
multitasking.
Yeah.
I'm going just with the fork here.
Yeah, I usually just make a fool of myself. Okay, that's good.
But
See, it could unravel on you like mine.
as I was saying, when you cook a regular steak, it's not as thick as a tomahawk. So the tomahawk was like burning on the outside, so we thought it was done. And then when you cut into it, it's raw because it's such a thick steak.
Oh.
So we started throwing at that point. We cubed it up and we're throwing piece by piece back on the grill.
Oh, because you're cutting it up.
Yeah,
and
it
you're
was
putting
bad. It was bad. Thank God they didn't show that.
You're definitely not supposed to do that. You're
No,
supposed to like
no,
cut and eat and cut and eat.
Yeah.
That's the way. Yeah.
bad.
That's. Where did you get a tomahawk from?
They gave us the tomahawk.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Shout out to
like,
whoever's
Shout out
idea
to
that was.
one
Whoever
of
the
the
producer was,
nights?
they thought it was a good idea. It would be a fun bid, and it was.
Well, it's a good. Shout out to Rosanna. It's a good pasta.
Yeah, you like the pasta?
It's good.
What else do we have to try?
try
That
a lot,
and that
man.
too.
Oh
the
yeah.
chicken parm.
Chicken parm.
Chicken palm never hurt nobody.
Gotta get the chicken parm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool because we actually did. We can't talk about it much either, but we did another show that should hopefully release at the end of this year, outside of reality TV. So hopefully it shows people that we could do like scripted stuff too.
Yeah. What is that? What's that one? Is it on?
It's a.
We can't say much of it. Got the NDAs
okay.
too.
But it's outside of.
It's not like a reality show. It's more of like a scripted
we actually
show.
we had to do an acting audition to get it.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Can you
really
like? Do you know like what the? How did you have to prepare for that role? Because that's like I
okay.
feel like that's a lot different than
Yes.
kind of like what you're
okay,
doing with.
got it.
It's more improv when you do your videos.
Yeah. So for that, basically, you got to just kind of really take the time and basically study the script and
Mm-hmm.
study it to the best of your ability. And got in there. And also, at the same thing as we were saying before, is be flexible and coachable. If someone on there saying, okay, that was good, but do it this way, kind of don't stick to your guns. Kind of if they're giving you that advice, take
Yeah.
their advice and
Gotta
implement
follow
it.
direction.
Yeah,
You know?
and memorize scripts. Is that hard to do?
That's tough. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
got the best memory.
Yeah. To say the least, neither of us.
But it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like an overwhelming amount of lines. It was something where we were able to work towards. And thankfully, we ended up killing the audition. We got the part.
Is
And,
that eggplant palm?
It is eggplant.
That
I
is
think
eggplant
so. Yeah,
palm.
It's
Oh.
really good. Is then that chicken then?
It could
maybe?
be. Or it might be the meatball.
Yeah. Okay. Can you tell like where this is coming out on or not? Not yet.
Not yet, nah,
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
it's the NDAs.
I can't wait to find
Oh,
out.
well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're cleared and we're able to promote it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys will know. We'll come on and promote it with
Yeah.
you guys.
Come on.
But
yeah.
we're real excited for it. We shot it in like around when we shoot that, like end of 24. And hopefully it comes out this year. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to.
Is that? I mean, are you looking to do with the screenplay and acting? Do you
Yeah.
feel like that's the next frontier, or?
Oh, yeah.
Or where do you think like? Because social media, do you feel like what's the next
It's a
big
good
thing for
question.
social
There's
media?
a lot of people who I think are going to stay in that social media lane forever, who are okay with that. That's what they want to do. And there's people like us, we love the social media, but since young kids, we've been fascinated with movies, and it's always something we wanted to do. So we want to get our foot in the door and explore these other things because we want to do a lot of things,
Yeah.
But there's going to obviously
growing.
but there's going to be those people who just want to do the social media, and that's completely fine.
Yeah.
Certain people might not want to do movies, because acting and stuff like that, preparing for a role, and then if they want you got to get like a physical appearance difference for the role. If you got to gain or lose weight, like there's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah.
And then the dedication of filming,
especially today with this whole like the fact that you're able to make such a living off social media. So certain people could be like, I make X, Y, Z a month doing what I want to do. I don't want to go to a movie set for 12 hours because movie
Yeah.
sets could be boring.
Yeah.
And I don't
There's a
want to
lot of
enjoy that.
downtime.
A lot of downtime.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed because we did a few short films as well. You'd be amazed how many shots and angles just for one scene that go on.
Oh, and it's like repetitive again and again.
Same thing
Oh,
from
yeah.
this angle, then that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But that's something we've always loved.
Just throw that over there.
You don't got the reach.
I don't got the reach.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, what a
Natasha,
question.
that's a great question.
That's one of the hardest questions that you could anyone could answer. But
Can I give you like top 5?
Yeah, tell top
Okay,
5.
Goodwill
Yeah.
Hunting,
Yep, that's a
Chinatown
classic.
with Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
I mean, it's cliche, but if I didn't include The Godfather too, well, one in here would be crazy.
Yeah, that's good. I really like. I just showed him the other day. Tombstone.
Love Tombstone. Oh God.
R.I.P. Val Kilmer. I love the movie True Romance. That was Quentin
Okay.
Tarantino's
Yeah.
script that he sold, and it's a sick movie.
Tarantino movies are just incredible.
Phenomenal.
They're just
Django. Love
is
Django.
So
insane.
the movie True Romance I like because it was Tarantino's script. He sold it, and the other director casted an amazing cast. And James Gandolfini, who obviously played Tony Soprano.
Yep.
This was like his one villain role that they used when they kept in mind when they were auditioning for The Sopranos. They
No
used that as reference.
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And on top of just him, that movie was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. What else?
I'm trying to think of even phenomenal movies. Oh, The Iron Claw was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one of my favorite of all
Yeah.
time, but that was phenomenal.
The Departed.
Are you a cop? Literally, The Departed. That's a lot.
As I was
Go on,
saying,
it's
I was
stolen.
told. The Departed's amazing. There's so many. We
Yeah.
could go on forever. and
So
ever.
many.
How about you?
I mean, I like those movies. Like, I love the action movies. I really like even like thought-provoking movies. Like, what have I seen? I watched Conclave recently. Did you watch that?
I heard
That
of it.
was
I
really
never
good.
watched it. No.
Yeah, and I watched Substance. I went through watching like
With
the
Demi Moore?
different, with Demi, and like just watching the different Oscar nominated winning movies. I watched Anora. Just
How
like,
was Anora? I heard it was
Anora was
great.
really good. Like, well, I don't want to no spoiler alerts, but like it was really good. I didn't
Nice.
expect to like cry at the end. It's actually
Oh,
kind
wow,
of
wow.
sad, but it's like I think it's profound and it shines a light on the sex worker industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like Marvel.
Marvel's great.
So I
of
like
course.
I was
DC
rewatching Age of Ultron and Infinity War last
like
week.
Thor Ragnarok is so
Oh, I love
funny to me.
Ragnarok.
That's my favorite. Like
Didn't
one
like
of my
Love and
favorites.
Thunder, but I like Ragnarok.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
They kind of wasted
Dark
Christian
Knight,
Bale there.
with Heath Ledger's Joker, like the
That's
best Joker.
one of the greatest trilogies ever.
Yeah, I mean, I like love those kinds of movies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we're big on love the superhero movies, the drama movies. Love like the old '80s and '90s flicks.
Yep.
Like I forgot to mention Pope of Greenwich Village. He still hasn't seen.
still haven't watched.
That movie is
it good?
amazing. That was Mickey Rourke's breakout performance before he went nuts and stuff. Yeah, great guy, but
There's so
Yeah.
many, even like that we're just TV nerds, even show wise. Like we were saying before, Peaky Blinders, Sopranos, Breaking
Right.
Bad, Better Call Saul. I love Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
All those.
I mean, we like Breaking Bad or like even White Lotus. The way that they're filming these things have become like Hollywood productions, like mini movie productions in their own. Like every episode is so produced up.
insane.
It's incredible how they've gone so far with these TV shows.
I want to watch the White Lotus. I have to watch it.
Oh, you have to watch that.
I love Walton Goggins, who was just on the
He's
list.
so
He's
good.
hysterical.
He's so funny. Yeah, those shows are so good. Well, I feel like this was so fun. I could be eating with you guys like the whole day.
I know. We could
This
just
is a
talk and eat.
blast.
Great.
I think like just to wrap this up, what's next for you? Where can people find out your next projects? What are you excited about?
Excited about life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited about. We have so many things in the works. The Cook It Show with our father, screenplay, the other show releasing at the end of this year. You guys got to tune in. Make sure you're following out on all accounts, so you don't miss nothing.
And then the content we do every day, which is the
Yes.
short form stuff for the most part.
Yeah.
We're pumping like 3-4 videos
I
out a day.
saw that. I went to your Instagram today and I'm like, oh my God, 4 Knicks videos? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
It's out
go.
of control. Yeah, we don't stop.
It's honestly nuts because it's like when we're thinking about the long-term things, we still have to do the short-term things
Right.
every day.
Yep.
So sometimes like we've doing it so long now, you almost take it for granted. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it's such a blessing. It really is.
Because that's what you have to do to keep your
Of course,
viewers
it all starts with
entertained,
consistency.
right?
It's where all the opportunities
Yeah.
lead from. you
Even
know?
if it's a quick fit check.
That's it. Anything.
Yeah.
We actually haven't done one of those in a while.
I know. I was wondering because
Yeah.
last time you guys came on the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, we did the fit
you
checks.
did
They
the
went
fit-
crazy
yeah,
viral.
you did the fit
Yeah,
check.
they went crazy viral.
Yeah.
That one went crazy on TikTok. Remember that? Like 50K likes.
Yeah, it was nuts.
The watch, everything. People
everything.
loved it. The shoes.
The shoes, you know.
Yeah.
What are your favorite hobbies and interests outside of social media? It's a good one, Kristen. Love going to the movies.
Yeah.
We like to train jujitsu when we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to work out in the gym, keep the mind right.
Taking walks.
Taking
And also
walks,
from
eating,
everything
love
that
to
you're eating.
eat.
Yeah.
You know, I love to do a lot of things.
Yeah. Taking walks.
Yeah, like a big walk guy. I never was a runner.
Yeah?
Never was a big runner.
When do you do your walks?
Like one of the parks by us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the morning, just maybe
Morning, early afternoons.
bring your coffee with you.
Yeah, sometimes, you know.
Usually
it's
like
not.
3 coffees before leaving the house.
It's nice to get out though. Like I can't walk on like a treadmill and not get bored. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
treadmill. It's really hard. I mean,
Yeah.
like because I run, and so during the winter time it got really cold and I couldn't run outside. But the treadmill is like so hard to stay motivated.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same.
You get bored. You
your
gotta like
treadmill.
watch something or like listen.
Yeah,
to,
like
like,
gotta
good
listen to
stuff.
music, pump yourself up, and
You don't got the views.
no
view.
views. There's no view. Sometimes they put like the shade down in the
Ah,
gym,
yeah,
and I'm
it's all
like,
dark, yeah.
Great, so now I'm just gonna stare at the shade.
I just started doing the Stairmaster. It's rough.
That's so hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Stay
god.
For 10 minutes, I'm like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
kicks your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but it's a good workout.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, thanks guys for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having us. Thanks for
Natasha.
ordering all the food.
Of course,
This is a
Yeah,
blast.
this
Fresco
is
by
amazing.
Scotto. It was good. What was your favorite dish?
Honestly, that eggplant was delicious.
It was
The
so
rice
good.
bowl was delicious.
Yeah.
The spicy super side is really good too.
Yeah,
Everything,
It was all
honestly.
really good.
I don't think we got to this, but everything other than this yet.
Okay, you guys take that home.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and then share with Papa over there too. Yeah. Thank you. This was our first live on YouTube
Oh, wow.
talking with
Nice.
Natasha.
We're honored to be the first guest for that. Thanks
Yes,
so much.
and it's an honor having you guys. And then someone's asking, what's the big news? Well, you've got a big scripted project you're releasing. You've got your cooking show with your dad.
We got a show
coming out.
that we wish we could tell you that's going to be out soon that we're on.
Screenplay.
They're going to have to tune in with us.
And we also floated around our own podcast too, but that might take a little time as well.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of things in the works.
There's like so
lot of
much
things
you
we
could
wanna
do.
do.
Yeah, the sky's the limit for you guys. So
thanks,
thank you so
Natasha.
much for
Thanks,
joining me.
Natasha.
Great to see you guys.
Great to see you as
Thank you.
always.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.